do you have any different opinions about prayers in school or moments of silence or nativity scenes on government property and things like that?
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up because last year I had a geometry teacher. He had two posters that I asked him to take down. I never took them down. I mean, he was a good teacher and all, and I liked the guy, but he had one poster that said, it showed like it always shows sports, and it showed like this guy like dunking a basketball and says, "Do your best, God will do the rest." And then there's another one that's behind his desk that has it shows like a football player running a ball, and I've asked him to take that down because I'm a very strong secularist. It's not that I do take offense to it to a degree, but I'm more offended that he, as a public servant, has a proselytizing message.
Would you consider yourself an activist? Or would you join groups that would actively protest?
Yeah, if there was a group that would, when I turn 18 or if I get a job, the first thing I'm going to do is join the ACLU. Mm-hmm. You know, it's like $20, but I've never really had, enough money that I really wanted to put towards that.
What about specifically atheist organizations?
Well, if there was one in Rockford or around here, but I don't know.
Yeah, so
I would definitely join one if there was one.
But you're not ruling out the possibility that you'd actually want to start a group if you couldn't find any.
Yeah, no, I'm a pretty shy person, but, so I don't know if I just to meet someone without really knowing them or anything.
Do you belong to any groups right now other than say like Atheist Nexus online?
No, I guess you could kind of say
There are a few student groups, I don't know about in this particular area, but I thought maybe if you knew some that I didn't know, you could tell me. Do you have a web page or a blog that you maintain?
I've tried to start a blog, but then I always just I've written 2 blog posts, and they've each been over the summer. They were each over last summer. I was just I don't want to do this anymore. I have I'm a part of some other groups, but I just think Twitter thing's kind of stupid, and I am a member of Twitter, but I just can't. I just don't feel the need to tweet every day.
Do atheists have a moral obligation to say support universal health care? In other words, do atheists have moral obligations?
Atheists don't have moral obligations. No one has moral obligations.
Now, if I define morality as, say, what people agreed upon rather than anything that was theistic, do you think that there's such a thing as, social morality?
Yeah, the study of bioethics, you're finding stuff. You're studying how morality evolved. There's a whole science of how morality's been evolving, and most morals are arbitrary, I think, but morals hey, you don't kill people for no reason.
Things that
some people, 95% of people just, they have that moral in them, or either that or they're, just by law they don't kill people. That's really, to me, what keeps people in check more is, you're not gonna, kill people or set buildings on fire, but because of the law, but you may want to anyway, and stuff. See, that's how you find, the law is the only thing that keeps people in check. Kinda, not really, but I hope people are. If a super devout Christian came and wanted to work at my, say I own a store, I wanted to work at my store, I would hire them if, they have the right qualifications,
And you would hope that people would be looking at you the same way.
Yeah, and I'd hope that, I'm not gonna proselytize anybody about atheism, if I'm on the job, because that wouldn't be appropriate.
You mentioned you wanted to teach. What subjects? So math, you said math and science?
Mathematics and, physics. Astrophysics and quantum physics are, two... I can't study them at school because, the physics classes don't go that high. But that's one thing I do in my spare time is I'll read up on astrophysics, and I've learned like a lot of particles. Like there's like the neutrinos and the quarks. And one thing I kind of take issue with is like the religious schools. Like around here, lots of kids are sent to Boylan.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a waste of money. I mean,
Yeah, it's very expensive for
you're just getting, you're just wasting your money. Unless you're gonna send them to there's like a year-round school here. Unless you're gonna send them there, it's called Keith. That's what it is. It's Keith Southern one. And if you're gonna send them there, I can understand that because they're probably gonna have some better teachers. But I don't.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, but if you want your kids to do better around here, you have programs like the Gifted program, which I mean, it's they take classes in high school like calculus and calculus 2.
I know a lot of people that read the article probably be thinking, they might have atheist kids, or they might be worried about which way. Do you have any advice for parents of atheist kids, as far as tolerance, or any advice about how to deal with them if they come forward and say, hey, I don't believe? Have you ever thought about that?
Let's say, like what just happened with my friend today, his parents censored his belief, saying, you're not educated enough on that. Well, you don't know.
Yeah, and you really,
you
what we discussed today,
you shouldn't meddle.
You just have opinions, that's really all.
You shouldn't meddle in what your child believes. They can believe whatever they want. Like, if I had kids and they were Christians, I might take issue with it and talk to them, talk about it with them, but I'm not gonna, tell them, just you can't think that. That's wrong. If they want to believe, I'm gonna challenge them, if you want to challenge your kid, I don't really take issue with that, but